Thank you all for being here. A lot of people have worked real hard to make this happen. It is gratifying to see the community responding in the way that you are. At this time, I'm going to ask Dr. Scotty Holloway to come forth and give us an invitation.
Let's pray. Father, we are so incredibly grateful to you for weaving your history in this community. We do pray, Father, that as we celebrate what you've done over the last 200 years, we ask that you would glorify yourself. We also pray that you would protect us, bring unity to us, move us, Lord, in such a way that we rely upon you for all things. Lord, I thank you for the history that you've woven into this community. I thank you for her struggles. I thank you for her joys. And I ask you, dear God, to give us more days wherein we are able to reflect your goodness, your grace, your power. And I pray, Father, that this community will become so strong until each of us will struggle to not see each other. I just pray, Father, that you will help us, Lord, to be your people, and that we will be completely yours and do those things that bring you honor and glory.
Good morning. My task is to give a welcome this morning, and I hope and pray that you all be thankful for being here for 200 years celebration. So welcome is something like the Bible. Welcome is something like a welcome from the Bible when Jesus told his disciples, "Come to me, all who labor and heavy laden, and I will give you rest." Saturday morning, this Saturday morning makes you feel good more about Sunday morning, getting ready to worship with you. I don't know about you, when I take the podium on Sunday morning, I just get excited about it. And it keeps in my mind, I'm not at church this morning. I'm here this morning to do the work. So I serve as the president of the board of supervisors along with just Team Daddy Craft, which is and District 4, Donnie Welch, and District 5, Charlie Westmoreland. And without you all, we wouldn't be able to do what we do. So getting to the task at hand and welcome. So I'm glad that you came here this morning to celebrate the 200th Bicentennial of Simpson County. We have to reflect on our history. Be thankful for our trouble, and thank God for our future that's coming. And we know that all things are possible if we try. So I want you to sit back, relax, and enjoy yourself in that activities you all this weekend. You are welcome, welcome, welcome.
Yes, thank you, Don. My name is Dennis Hammond. I'm the CEO of People's Bank. When they asked me to say a few words, I had they said just about 5 minutes, but don't worry, it's not going to be that long, I promise. My only condition was that I get to speak first so I can set the bar real low for everybody else. I just want to say that People's Bank is excited to be part of this Bicentennial celebration. As you know, this is our home county. It's where we were founded. We're proud to be the only pioneer sponsor of the events. As you guys know, we were founded in Simpson County in 1908, and while we've grown significantly, we're proud of the fact that our management and headquarters is still here in Simpson County. Simpson County has an amazing history, and it's been a great influence on me and my family. We were going to have the thing outdoors at Alice Davis Park, which I was like, that's really awesome, because she was my great aunt, Alice Davis. Many of y'all knew her. And if you knew Miss Alice, as she was known, you knew that she loved Mendenhall and she loved Simpson County. And she had a heart for education in this county. She spent maybe $1, maybe an hour helping young people, especially young women, improve themselves. So I really was excited about doing it in the park, but Mother Nature doesn't always cooperate. But I'm proud to be from Simpson County. And I think it's important for our bank that Simpson County is still our largest loan and deposit market. We have most of our loans and most of our deposits still here in Simpson County, and we're proud of that. While other banks have branches here, our roots are here, and I think that's important. I do want to thank all the committees who have put in a ton of hours to make these events happen. We've had events all through the year, as you know, and I'm excited about all of them. I urge you to attend as many as possible and learn about the amazing history of Simpson County. And again, I thank you and enjoy the rest of the events. Thank you.
Good morning and welcome to the kickoff celebration for the Simpson County Bicentennial. I want to thank each of you for being here to celebrate with us such a historic occasion. My name is LaTasha Millis, and it is my honor to come before you as the president for the Mendenhall Area Chamber of Commerce and represent not only Mendenhall, but Simpson County as a whole. In my eyes, that is what this celebration is about. All of Simpson County coming together to bring forth historic events and moments in time in our past that have stood out and made Simpson County the wonderful place it is today. As a native of Simpson County, it brings me joy and puts a smile on my face to be able to share with individuals that I meet all of the special details about our wonderful county. I was raised in Sanatorium, went to McGee High School, and later moved to Mendenhall. From walking around the lake and walking down to the post office at Sanatorium. Does anybody remember that Sanatorium had a post office with its very own zip code? Once upon a time. To watching movies at the theater and going to Willie's roller rink for skating in McGee. Yeah. To riding horses with my family and friends on the back roads of Braxton, Harrisville, and Dillon, which we're getting ready to kick off next Saturday again, by the way. It's just, Simpson County has a little bit of everything to offer. Mendenhall is a quaint little town with lots of jewels to offer. Home of what is known as the most beautiful courthouse in Mississippi, Mendenhall will highlight the 1974 to present day era beginning on June 15th with the grand finale of the Bicentennial celebration happening on July 4th. On that day, the time capsule will be opened. During this 3-week time frame, Mendenhall will host a multitude of events. Over the next few months, each community in Simpson County will be celebrating just how their little communities, towns, and cities came together, highlighting specific time periods and hosting their own special events to bring forward to the forefront some of the amazing history that Mendenhall, McGee, Sanatorum, Harrison, Braxton, Delo, Pinola, and Shivers have to offer. We hope that you will follow along with each event and celebrate with us as we all come together as one. Thank you.
To reiterate what Aisha said, we are not in competition. I have loved serving alongside her for Mendenhall. It is both an honor and privilege to stand before you as the president of the McGee Chamber of Commerce on such a historic occasion. As we gather to celebrate the bicentennial of our beloved county, we are reminded of the rich tapestry of history, culture, and community that binds us together. Simpson County has been the backdrop of my life's tapestry, where I was born, raised, and where I have chosen to plant my roots as an adult. I fondly recall my upbringing near Pinola, the lessons I learned from my grandparents that were business owners there, and the legacy of my grandfather, a devoted businessman and community leader in Mendenhall. His love for his community and heart of service for his town is a sentiment that has propelled my own journey as a business owner, realtor in my family, and community leader on various boards in the city and county. Today, I am a proud resident of McGee. I am continually inspired by the opportunity to serve and contribute to a community that welcomed me with open arms 25 years ago when I married a Trojan boy. This bicentennial celebration has been a labor of love, allowing all of us to explore our county's heritage, to uncover gems like President Roosevelt's visit in McGee, the renowned McGee Sanatorium that put our state on the healthcare map, which is now known as Boswell Regional Center, or Mr. Baldwin's Canyon that made boots for the Confederate Army. I have had the joy of working with leaders from every city within our county, and I am moved by the dedication that each person has poured into this celebration. The effort is a testament to the proverb, iron sharpens iron. As we come together, united in our mission to celebrate and elevate our community. Today marks the beginning of a year-long tribute to our county's legacy. Our next event will be the Bicentennial Pageant on March 30th. McGee will be the first city to kick off the community events, and our assigned period to spotlight is pre-1824 to 1874, with a focus on the Choctaw Indians. The McGee Bicentennial Fair is our kickoff event on April 13th, where we will have a large city festival that will include a parade, vendors, food, lots of live music, and demonstrations by the Choctaw Indians. We will have a picnic tour of Boswell, a bird breakfast for our schools, an art show, historic home tours, a talk around the table with Walt Grayson, fashion show, historic skits, and so much more. There will be a total of 10 events held in McGee between April 13th through April 27th. Each city will have its moment to spotlight, culminating with our grand finale on the 4th of July. I urge you, not just our McGee residents, but members of the greater Simpson County family, to join in all of these festivities. Let's all embrace our past, celebrate our present, and forge a path towards an even brighter future. My hope is that the Bicentennial will serve as a beacon, illuminating the pride we have in our roots, the strength of our community, and the boundless potential that lies ahead. Together, let us continue the legacy of the greatness that Simpson County embodies. Thank you for this opportunity to represent the McGee Chamber of Commerce and the city that has given me so much love and support. I look forward to celebrating with each and every one of you as we embark on this historic journey together.
On behalf of the Office of Governor, whereas on January 23rd, 1824, a small county situated on the northern side of the Piney Woods, rich in its history, heritage, and tradition, was created from the Choctaw seashore Its founders named it Simpson County after Judge Josiah Simpson. President James Madison appointed Judge Simpson a United States judge for the territory of Mississippi in 1812. He also was a notable political figure who served as an influential delegate to the Mississippi Constitution Convention in 1817. And whereas with its county seat in Mendenhall, Simpson County covers a total area of 590.53 square miles, with the Pearl River at its western border, which is an important transportation route in the 19th century. And whereas from a population of 2,680 in 1830, Simpson County had grown to 25,959 in the 2020 census, representing 9,486 households and 617 families, and by 2023, its population was reported at about 27,500. Two Simpson County cities, McGee and Mendenhall, together account for 25% of the county's total population, along with other notable communities and townships, including Delo, Braxton, Harrisville, Pinola, and Weathersfield. And whereas Simpson County proudly reports 4 landmarks that are listed on the National Register of Historic Places: the Gatesville Bridge, the Ladora Lewis Mound, the Mendenhall Hotel and Revolving Tables Restaurant, and the Simpson County Courthouse, built in 1907, which I'll say is one of the most beautiful courthouses in the state of Mississippi. Whereas with the Simpson County Development Foundation, the stated mission to assist in the creation of new investments and jobs for citizens of Simpson County. Simpson County has worked to expand and strengthen its economy by encouraging new businesses by identifying industries with the highest growth potential in alignment with the county's economic advantages. And whereas on January 7, 2024, the residents of Simpson County will celebrate 200 years of economic growth and prosperity, and will further commit themselves to work toward the future growth and prosperity of the communities, residents, families, and businesses of Simpson County. Now, therefore, I take leave as Governor of the State of Mississippi to hereby proclaim January 27, 2024 as Simpson County Bicentennial Celebration Day in the state of Mississippi. To congratulate the citizens of Simpson County on this important recognition, and encourage all our citizens to join in the celebration of the bicentennial milestone of Simpson County, Mississippi. Governor Tate.
About a year ago, a new resident of Mississippi asked me for whom Simpson County was named. I told her that it was named for Josiah Simpson, a judge of the Mississippi Territory before our county and even our state existed. I continued by saying that he was originally from Pennsylvania and had studied at Princeton. Her next question had to do with time. When was that, she asked. I was pleased to know the answer and quickly responded. Our state was established in 1817, and our county in 1824. She then asked if Judge Simpson had descendants. Unfortunately, by that time, my knowledge of the subject was completely exhausted. I realized how little I knew about the names of our county and decided to learn more. For my research, I made use of the internet, old books, and family trees. But most informative and rewarding were the visits to the places he had lived. I actually walked in Josiah's footsteps. Today, I will briefly sketch the short life of Josiah Simpson.
What a great day. I'm so delighted to be here, and I want to thank everyone that's had a part in putting this event together. And if it hadn't been said yet this morning, I want to say, happy birthday, Simpson County! have a birthday week here, and what a great day to gather to celebrate. I feel like I'm in tall cotton. I want to thank the committee for putting all this together, for the sponsors who have made all of these events possible, and I want to thank you all for being here, and thank you for inviting me. As I was thinking this morning about what to speak on, and actually last night, and talking to my wife Leslie, who's joined me today, with 3 of our children, and we're so glad to be raising right here in Simpson County. They're good kids, and they're actually historians. And I was thinking about what to speak about, and my son Benjamin, who's been studying a lot of history, has stumbled on a news article or two written in what was then known as the Westville Weekly News. An old newspaper, but back in Westville was the county seat of Simpson County. Some of you may know that the courthouse burned 2 or 3 times before they finally moved it to Mendenhall. As we know the history, I'm sure that will come out in the course of these celebrations. But I found that article and I read it, and the title of it is this: Historical and Traditional Reminiscences of Simpson County and its first settlers. I thought that was an appropriate topic. As we think about this morning what it takes to build a strong community. What does it take to build a community, a county that lasts 200 years? What does it take to build a city? What does it take to build a state or a country that will last 200 years? These settlers, these pioneers that were mentioned in this article, you can go and read it for yourself. But it was interesting to me that the names that were mentioned in this article from 1889 are many of the same names still around today. These pioneer settlers' names were Berry and Bridges and Brown, Bogan, Easterling, Gardner, Myers, Walker, Weathersby, McGee, Mendenhall, Shivers, and a whole lot more I don't have time to mention. But a lot of the names that we see in those old writings, those early settlers, the pioneers who came here, they're still around. Their descendants are around today. I wonder if they knew what they were doing 200 years ago, that they were establishing a community that would last. And I'm certain as they were struggling to scratch a living out of the dirt of the soil of this great county and cutting the logs that they were harvesting, I'm certain that they did not have in their mind that we have a birthday party for Simpson County 200 years later. But here we are. And they're to be credited. Their perseverance, their tenacity, their qualities. And as my grandmother used to tell me, when I was having a bad day as a young man, a teenager, I would be talking to my mama, and it might be some problem I was dealing with, or a difficult subject in class, or an issue with a friend or an enemy. And she would say to me, as I was just pouring my heart out to her, and I'd get done, and she'd ask me a question. She would ask, "Is it going to matter, son, in 100 years?" You know, it has a way of putting things in perspective. When you view life in terms of what's going to matter in 100 years. 100 years is a big deal. So folks, 200 years is twice as big a deal. And we're celebrating a big, big event in the life of our county and the life of our history. And it should inspire us to be the kind of people that our pioneers were. They were not perfect people. We're not perfect people. But these folks had some qualities that this article that I was reading really unfolded. So I'm going to build my speech today, this keynote address, as we kick this series of celebrations off. I built it around 5 words that I found in this article from 1889 about our first settlers. Words that describe them, the people, and what they did, and what they took initiative to do, and what they built, and what they believed.
I guess the first thing I want to do is make a presentation. The artist Wade Stevenson, is he here today? No. He graciously made some Bicentennial Christmas ornaments. There's 100 of them and they're numbered. And the Bicentennial Committee has decided to present number 1 to the Simpson County, they're going to have to read it, Historical and Genealogical Society, and Richard Rankin is going to accept it. Richard.
say on behalf of the society how gratifying it is to have all our community here celebrating this milestone together. And as the secretary of the society, I'd like to say to everybody that had prepared remarks today, we certainly would like to have a copy of those for the archives, please. Don. And Don deserves every recognition for the wonderful job he's done as a chairman of the Bicentennial.
She was